Yeah, how you doing? You all right? Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, good now. Yeah, really good. Here's a WTF Moments from WWE Raw. There wasn't a single WTF moment for the first 20 bastard minutes of the show. So here we go. Here's the first one that occurred about 25 minutes in. Mick Foley claimed that Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns would be competing for the WWE Universal Championship, even though seconds before Reigns challenged Owens to a match that if Reigns won, he got a championship shot at Roadblock. End of the line. Whatever the that shit from Patton is called. So General Manager Mick Foley, who apparently booked that match, because he's the general manager, didn't even know what match he booked. What a silly bastard. I spotted 2 WhatCulture signs at this week's WWE Raw, including one sign that claimed that King Ross is a dumpy peasant. I didn't know what dumpy meant, but quite frankly, it does not describe me. Dumpy, according to the Urban Dictionary at least, means chode, a penis that is wider than it is long. That does not apply to my wonderful sexy body. That sign claims that I am wider than I'm tall and that I'm a peasant. Well, quite frankly, that is f***ing wrong. I'm f***ing 6'6" and a pissing king. So deal with that, you bunch of dirty, scruffy, spotty marks. Basically, I'm using a pen because Joe Henry broke me f***ing scepter. That sign about me needs flip reverse with that sign about Nathan. Nathan is the one who's a dumpy peasant. I'm the one that is f***ing awesome. You know why? It's because I'm a sick guy. We all saw it. Quite frankly, if you didn't see it, you're a f***ing blind man. That moment when Mick Foley's falsy tooth came flying out of his mouth while he was cutting an impassioned promo towards Sami Zayn. As always, because I'm a f***ing clever lad, I've got an explanation. Basically, Kevin Dunn's teeth are like f***ing magnets to all false teeth out there. If a chomper in a particular person's mouth isn't screwed down as nature intended to be, Kevin Dunn has the power to remove that false tooth from the mouth using mystical powers that only his f***ing massive teeth can do. Make it crawl on the floor and into those teeth to make bigger, more powerful super teeth, so he can chomp on things really hard. Maybe chodes. Kevin Dunn likes chodes. Corey Graves claimed that Cedric Alexander has always dreamed of being part of Raw's Cruiserweight division. Apparently him appearing on Raw in said Cruiserweight division is a dream come true. That would be true. But the Cruiserweight division was born in September. Now, I don't know about you, but just looking at Cedric Alexander would suggest to me that he was born before this September. He is older than 3 months old. We have the moment where the hip-hop hypocrites themselves, WWE, claim they have the #1 sports YouTube channel on the tube, beating the likes of the NFL, NBA, and FIFA themselves. Why King Ross, I hear you ask? Why are WWE hip-hop hypocrites? Well, it's because they don't recognize themselves as a sport. Me, Kevin Dunn, the one with the mystical powers in his teeth that makes other teeth join them teeth to make bigger teeth. He even says that WWE isn't wrestling. Apparently, Jim Cornette told me that. Jim Cornette tells everyone that. WWE, as we all know, is entertainment. Sports entertainment, a hybrid of sports and entertainment that's more weighted towards the entertainment side. So we should be comparing WWE's YouTube channel figures to entertainment channels. And I just had a look before. Ellen has more. So that would make them at least the second biggest entertainment channel on YouTube. That picture there shows Chris Jericho leaving the arena, even though the exit sign is behind him. Quite frankly, he's going the wrong way. Quite frankly, he needs to flip reverse his direction and go the way that sign's telling him. Now, I know he left another exit, but it's an unauthorized one, and I always play by the rules because I'm a lovely motherfucker. Yes, as you all guessed, it's Sparkle Crotch. You know how his bowels are all glittery. Must be getting in his fucking eyes. The glitter off his bowels, in his eyes. He can't fucking see where he's gone. That means go in Geordie. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm just trying to make you dirty marks laugh, all right? We can assume that Chris Jericho has been sucking his own sparkly crotch off, therefore getting glitter in his eyes. He's like Marilyn Manson, Chris Jericho. They can suck their own willies. Right, then I know at least 3/4 of the marks watching this video right now are underage, therefore this joke doesn't apply to them. But older people, picture yourself at work, picture yourself in the office, picture yourself looking out the bastard window and seeing 2 fully grown men play fighting on the roof of a car with one man being pedigreed on that roof of the car. You would lose your bananas, wouldn't you? But no, not in WWE land. The people in the office behind Seth Rollins and Chris Jericho, they didn't batter a eyelid, even though Jericho was getting pedigreed on top of a car. Two grown men, play fighting, pedigree, roof of a car. Those twats didn't bat an eyelid. What the is wrong with them? What is wrong with them? What is wrong with them? What's wrong with him, Richard? Right then, so during the course of this week's episode, we heard the new day. We're 15, 16, and 17 days away from breaking Demolition's Tag Team Championship record. Which one is it? I can't be asked to do the maths. The only thing I know that these two of those options are incorrect. Cole was saying 15. Cole was saying 16. Xavier Woods said 17. Who the knows? I presume Xavier's right, because he's actually in the team and has half a brain, unlike Michael Cole. Twat. Well, bugger me sideways and call me Betty. Didn't Sami Zayn act quick? The underdog from the underground looked like he was about to quit on Raw. General Manager Mick Foley during that impassioned promo in the centre of the ring, during which, of course, Sami called Mick a hypocrite for stopping the match last week, which proves that Sami watches me because I said that. Welcome aboard, Sami. But I did not think that Sami would quit Raw so quick to become a chauffeur. A chauffeur? A chauffeur. A chauffeur? What a silly French word. A f***ing car driver like he had there. Very quickly in the promo, quit Raw, become a car driver. No. How many bastard times did that referee count to 8 during the first Sasha Banks versus Charlotte match? Charlotte? Kamala, Charlotte. He counted twice to 8. At least twice. We heard him twice on camera, counting to 8. That means he's a f***ing idiot. Because he can't count to 8. Well, he can count to 8. He counted to 8 twice. He can't count more than 8. He's a f***ing idiot. F***ing zebra idiot. A f***ing big old zebra idiot. An idiot that looks like a f***ing zebra. As we all know, General Manager Mick Foley then made that match no count-outs, no DQs, false count anywhere. But by the evidence of that count from the referee, that referee was going by those rules already, therefore proving he's a f***ing Mystic Meg. Got a crystal ball, I can see into the future. Right, we're going back a bit. That moment where Mick Foley made the second Sasha Banks and Charlotte matchup. He claimed that the first match we saw was the end of the Sasha Banks versus Charlotte feud. Who the mentioned that other than Mick there? Nobody did. How did anybody know it was the end of the feud? And other than when Mick said it just then in a very unpizzazzy way, there was no need for any jazz hands because he was the only one who said it during a bog standard promo during Raw. There was no hype, there was no nothing. We didn't know it was the end, but Mick said it was. What the blah blah blah. Surely that deserves a big build. A big build. A big build. Big build. I suppose we can only assume that Mick was trying to get back on everyone's good side after his teeth fell out in front of the bastard world. Or Kevin Dunn attracted his tooth away from his mouth into his own super teeth. A certified G stuffing Lana's turkey? Fucking hell, I'm triggered! I mean, I've never heard of a lady god described as a turkey before, have you? No, you haven't. Maybe, I don't know. WTF either way. That was a joke, everybody. Not... f*** off. Michael Cole says we've got plenty to talk about regarding 205 Live to Brian Kendrick with that f***ing smacked arse of a face replied, I am excited. That right there, lads and ladies and in between, that is not the face of a man that's excited. That is the man of a face who was just been told his dog has died. Or if we're going to translate it into wrestling terms, a man who has just been told that his cruiserweight division that he fronts has died on its arse. Has been shifted on its own show on the WWE Network every single week. Even though Raw claimed last night that we're still going to get cruiserweight action on Raw, the cruiserweight division is dead. Now then, apparently this 205 Live show will see the angles between the cruiserweights built on Raw with the payoffs, the blow-offs, the blowjobs, the whatever happening on 205 Live. Nobody's going to give a shit. Surely it would have made more sense for the angles to develop on SmackDown before that crowd who's invested in those angles and happened before their eyes got to see it live and in person after SmackDown Live went off the air. Surely that would make more sense. No, I can do it better because I'm a smart ass. Ding. Bald spot. He's got a big old bald spot. Noam Dar's entrance there with a parody account listed as his official Twitter account. Noam Dar WWE parody account. At Noam Dar, that's his real one. Somebody should do some research, shouldn't they? That's Tessa Blanchard there. She's making those come to bed eyes. It's Sheamus. Please do not get triggered, everybody. Just a joke. WTF does Ricochet think of all this? As we all know, Ricochet and Tessa Blanchard are a real life couple. And there Tessa Blanchard is on Raw in front of the world making those come to bed eyes. come to bed. I suppose we can only assume from this scenario that Tessa is on the Ricochet rebound from Ricochet. And therefore she's looking for a new companion because she's on the Ricochet from rebound from Ricochet. Off. Right then, that bar brawl, where the do I start? All those glasses smashed over people's heads, that means smashed over people's heads in Geordie, and there was no blood. WTF. The wall that appeared to be made out of paper. WTF. The fact that Sheamus is now apparently a magician that can produce 2 perfectly poured pints of Guinness at the click of a fingers. I mean, as we all know, any Guinness drinkers out there will know, a pint of Guinness takes a couple of minutes to produce. You need to let it settle and then fill it up and you put the shamrock on top. It's a long process, but by me, is it worth it? And Sheamus is there, just throwing any old pint at him and Cesaro to drink. Is he even Irish? He is, because he speaks like this from the Irish, going down the pub with Sheamus and Becky Lynch and the Hornswoggle. And then we finish off with the fact that Cesaro was never in a million months of Sundays, whatever the that just means that came out me mouth, was touching that pint of Guinness. He had it there in his hand. Sheamus was having a good old guzzle, but Cesaro was just standing there like that. He wasn't touching it, you know. Because he's a proper lightweight. He cannot handle his drink, either that or he's teetotal. If he is teetotal, I do apologise. Should have downed it in one fresh. Michael Cole claims that Kevin Owens has a £275 frame when, as we all know, because we all watch wrestling and know how much wrestlers weigh because we hear their weight every time they're on screen. Just about every time they're on screen, but you know what I mean. Kevin Owens weighs £266. I mean, me. Next Cole, I'll be calling Kevin Owens Dumpy. Won't he? Won't he, you mark? I wish I could meet the little that was holding that sign so I could bite his nose off, but I suppose you could say he was hiding his face behind the sign so he couldn't be recognised. But I'll find you, I'll find you, and I'll bat the shit out of you. I'm 6'6" and lean and green and a raging Nathan Tall Machine, whatever song that's from, that's me! It was Mike Awesome's theme. He's 6'6" and lean and mean, a living Tall Machine. He made his name in the rising sun, and the battles that he won. Time and time his hand was raised as all his victims felt his pain. Dow 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 dow. Awesome's what they say, all his victims feel the pain. Up with an awesome bomb, you'll go down, but you never done burr. Back to Michael Cole again, who claimed the tag team champions are on the line. What the does that mean for the tag team championships? Surely they should be on the line, and the tag team champions should be fighting for the tag team championships. But no, from what Cole said, we can only deduce that the tag team championships are fighting for the champions. So New Day will be on the outside of the ring, and the belts will be inside the ring, fighting on their behalf. Back to Michael Cole again, who claimed that Charlotte was stalking Sasha Banks just about to hit the figure 4 into the figure 8, a move that her dad, Ric Flair, the 2-time Hall of Famer Ric Flair, made famous. Quite frankly, no he didn't. He didn't do the figure 8, he just did the figure 4. Michael there, spewing lies. Don't be Michael Cole once again! Didn't he have a share? Charlotte might be out. Charlotte might be out. Sasha Banks, mate. You don't be We're moving on to Corey Graves this time, who said that if Sasha doesn't answer the 10 count, this one will all be over, guys. In a no DQ, no count out, falls count anywhere match. Corey, are you sure? Are you sure, you delectable looking Jimmy Neutron? Up. You can't be serious, Jeff. Oh no, wait, this is WWE, who make up the rules for these kind of matches on the fly. Sometimes the 10 count will apply, sometimes it won't apply. You'll be, you know what I like. Just make it. Charlotte takes several stiff shots with a kendo stick, giggity 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 goo, and she no-sells it, going straight on the attack to Sasha Banks, even though she should be writhing around on the floor in pain. Now I know she did do this later in the match, but that period of time when Sasha twatted her 7 or 8 times with no effect, that looked a bit weird. We've seen countless superstars being twatted by a kendo stick before writhing around on the floor in pain for ages, but Charlotte's just battered it away like there was nothing happening, like she'd been hit with a pillow. WTF. The carpet! What a f***ing odd place to have a carpet! Does the carpet match the drapes? And we finish off with a new rule that applies to all WWE female superstars. If you're the WWE Women's Champion, more specifically the Raw Women's Champion, and you're defending in your hometown, you will lose. First Sasha Banks, now Charlotte. Who's next? I don't know. Either way, they're going to lose. I've been King Ross, you've been a Dirty Mark, and I'll see you soon for a bit of SmackDown Live. Live from WCPW in Nottingham.
This Wednesday, live on iPay-per-view, delete WCPW. The Grand Summer Plumber, Cody Rhodes, challenges the Mexican sensation El Ligero for the WCPW Internet Championship after the shocking scenes in London. Kirby Ospreay 3. Alberto El Patron versus the debut of Johnny Mundo. Broken Matt Hardy finally arrives in WCPW, and he will face none other than Bully Ray. The final of the Adam Pagini Tag Title Tournament. Moss and Slater versus the Coffees to become the first ever WCPW Tag Team Champions. The Righteous Killer Joseph Connors defends his WCPW Championship against the local hero Joe Hendry and Drew Galloway inside a steel cage. This Wednesday, 7:30, 2:30 Eastern, only on